Hello, and welcome back to the 3 at Moon live stream, everybody. It's Saturday, February 5th, 2022. Welcome to the stream if you're watching live on twitch.tv/3up_moon. I usually stream every single day from 6:30 p.m. Pacific onward, usually in the evening, and on Wednesdays and Thursdays I stream from 11 a.m. Pacific. And I do retro games, randomizers of retro games, and one of my favorite formats, which we're playing a bunch of right now, is the Retro Roulette. And it's basically just a series where I've taken the time to curate a bunch of themed lists of retro games, including ROM hacks and fan translations and prototypes and homebrew projects that are all based around one theme, from Atari 2600 to N64. This is episode 10 of our space and alien and cosmic themed Retro Roulette. If you're watching on YouTube right now, this is part of the space themed Retro Roulette playlist. You can check out all the previous episodes. But we also do this with spooky, horror, and Halloween themed games, animal and creature themed games, and both of those we've done episodes of very recently. And also food and cooking and eating themed games. There's a ton of them out there. And it's just like a fun format because I've curated these lists, but you have just as much control over switching what game we're playing next as I do. I can spin the wheel anytime. You can use 420 moonstones to spin the wheel anytime. And whenever the wheel is spun, I have to stop what I'm doing, spin the wheel, and load up whatever game, play whatever game it lands on. And it's a cool way for me to discover games I haven't played before or ROM hacks I haven't played before. And speaking of ROM hacks, our first initial spin today gets us F-Zero Perilous Planets, which is a 2017 ROM hack of the original 1990s F-Zero. So stick around. We have that coming up next in just a moment. I want to say thank you also to some of the recent followers. Thank you to Rainshine. And thank you to Lababot and Contmator for the recent follows. We're very close. We're actually 3 followers away from 700, and once we hit 700, I'm going to be celebrating with a Super Mario Bros. 3 challenge stream, where we're going to be taking on the Deathless Warpless challenge in the vanilla version of Mario 3, but on Super Nintendo, the All-Stars version of it. So up to this point on the channel, I've played a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. We've done ROM hacks. I've played over 40 completed runs of the randomizer with different settings, but I haven't really played the SNES Mario 3 before, and I've done Warpless challenges before, but I haven't attempted the Deathless Warpless challenge. So if we die at all, we have to start from World 1-1 again, and we can't skip any levels. It's going to be a challenge. I'm really excited to do it. I've seen a few other streamers try it out, and that's what inspired me to make this our 700 follower celebration. So if you're not following, click that follow button. Stick around. We've got F-Zero Perilous Planets up next. This music is pretty badass. Now, I didn't grow up with F-Zero in my original collection as a kid. Since I've actually played a lot of the F-Zero N64 game, I can't remember the name of it. But this one here, I didn't spend a ton of time with it. I do love the soundtrack though. It's really nostalgic. Please let me know if you need to adjust, if I need to adjust audio at all, if you need more of me or less of me, more of the game. But of course, F-Zero is a space-themed game because it takes place across multiple planets and worlds. That's a direct quote. So all the F-Zero games are in this list. Also, happy Saturday, everybody. Alright, you should be able to see me. And you should be able to see the game. Hello. Hello. Alright, so this is F-Zero Perilous Planets, made in 2017, and what this is actually just custom levels with the same aesthetic, kind of similar to some of the Super Mario Kart ROM hacks that we've seen. There's a bunch of these that exist out there, and I think we're going to start with the, why not the moon-colored car here? Why not? We'll go with the Golden Fox. Yep. Let's do the Night League. Night League. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Quite perilous indeed. So yeah, it's basically just custom levels. Whew. Stuck it. So dramatic too, when it all ends. Oh, I'm supposed to press something. That's funny. Crashed out, dude. You crashed out. You crashed out. You crashed out. You crashed out. Again. Holy crap, that's tough. We're going to die. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Ah! Hopefully it's not too loud. Ah, that was funny. I'm not great at racing games. I'm okay at racing games, but games like this, the high-speed ones, not the easiest. Okay. We're back in. Oh, and that's a terrible way to start. This song always reminds me of Chala Head Chala, which is like one of the Japanese theme songs for the original Dragon Ball. There's moments in it, like melodic moments that are very similar. Save me. Oh, that's like a magnet. It like pulls you towards it. That's interesting. That wall. No. Yikes. It's not an easy one. Let's keep going. I feel like there's probably nothing wrong with the golden fox, the one that we chose here, so let's just go for it. Before we do, though, I'll be right back. Stick around. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, basically, if you're just joining, we're checking out space-themed games, alien-themed games, anything to do with space in general. Planets, aliens, spaceships, stars, anything. There's a ton of games. There's over 700 games on the list. And the first game we have in our initial spin is F-Zero Perilous Planets. It's all custom levels that somebody basically programmed into the original F-Zero. And anyone can spin the wheel at any time for 420 moonstones. I will spin the wheel and you can basically force me to play another space-themed game. This is episode 10 in our series, but we do this with all sorts of different games. All sorts of different themes as well. Spooky games, games about animals and different creatures, mythical creatures, and games about food, with eating or cooking being a main mechanic. All the games on the list are from either Atari 2600 all the way to N64. Rank 1. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. So I was never very good at the original F-Zero here. Oh, I knew it. A little bit of emulator lag. That does not help. You know, whether we were playing the original or a ROM hack, it would require me just to get used to the controls a bit here, especially the hard turns that this hack is making you do in the very beginning. Sharp turns, I guess. That's a better way to put it. I love this series, the Retro Roulette series that we do, because I end up being introduced to a ton of games that I've never played before, and it's constantly, I feel like I'm being exposed to so many different types of like game systems, or so many different types of ideas for video games. In fact, this series has really inspired me to write down a bunch of ideas that I have for video games. Just some concepts that would be really fun. This is tough. This is tough. If you're not used to it, big learning curve for sure. Excuse me. Excuse me. And so this is episode 10, but the very first game that we got on episode 1 of the space-themed Retro Roulette was Space Invaders, and it was on the NES. It was an unofficial, unlicensed version, because I don't think it actually came out on the NES officially, but it was pretty funny. It was the perfect way to start space-themed games, you know? I've been really enjoying watching the show The Orville on Disney+. It's basically just like a fan-made, that fan being Seth MacFarlane, a fan-made, like, Star Trek fan fiction, basically. But it kind of gives you, like, it developed in 2017. It kind of gives you, like, more Next Generation episodes. It's so close to Star Trek The Next Generation. That if you're a fan of the Next Generation and you're just looking for more content, it's really cool. It's a good show. I think it's fun. And I started also rewatching The Next Generation after I caught up on The Orville. So space and sci-fi is kind of in our mind. In the last episode of this, we played the Star Wars arcade game, the Sega 32X version of it, but it was very fun, very engaging. Very difficult, but very fun. I wish I was able to try the arcade cabinet for that at some point, or like growing up, I wish I was able to check it out. Oh, I knew it. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna avoid." Getting any damage here in like an entire lap, you know? No way. Let me see here. Getting a little bit of a bitrate thing. A little bit of bitrate lag. I'm not sure why that's happening. Let me just see if I can fix this. Please let me know if my audio desyncs at any time, if it looks like my audio isn't really like matching up with what's going on. I've been having that problem happen recently on the MacBook streams. Okay, let's try Wild Goose. Let's go to a different league. So you had to build up a ton of speed. This music also reminds me of Final Fantasy. Excuse me. Damn. Excuse me. Yeah, it's very Final Fantasy. What? Were you expected to use some sort of boost there or something? don't understand. I have no idea. Let's try this one again. And it doesn't even seem like it's possible to get up to the maximum speed that it wants us to. Interesting. That is rough. Okay, we're just gonna skip this league. Just for now. I mean, there's so many games in the list. We'll get some wheel spins going. I have one more try, so. Awful. Okay. Hopefully this isn't that much harder. Oh, we got choices here. Holy. There's something I'm not doing on those jumps that I obviously clearly just don't know what I'm doing. That's funny. I'm just gonna try this jump one more time. No, there's no way. There's just something I don't know what I'm doing, so that's fine. That is a pepcac issue. Problem exists between controller and chair. So we're gonna spin the wheel because we can. Like I said, we've got over 700 games that are all space or alien or planet related. We're spinning it right now and it's landing on game number 260. So let's take a look at that and see what that is. Cool. 260 is Star Wing, which is just the European release of Star Fox. Now, we actually haven't played Star Fox 1 on the stream, but we did get Star Fox 2 like in the third or fourth episode of this series, and I really enjoyed it. To be honest, I never really got behind the Star Fox games. Wasn't a huge fan of the Star Fox games. I played Star Fox Adventures and kind of got into it a little bit, but as we all know, that was a different game. That was Dinosaur Planet, and it was originally going to be released on N64. And as time went on, Shigeru Miyamoto actually was interested in the game enough that he was like, well, why don't you just use Star Fox, like one of our characters, replace it, just go from there. So it's kind of like a Star Fox game, but actually through playing Star Fox 2 only very recently, I was like, whoa, this is great. So I feel like I'm really ready to tackle Star Fox from a freshened perspective. But it wasn't something I was super behind as a kid. So we've got Star Fox, Star Wing, but Star Fox on the Super Nintendo up next. Stick around. we go. You don't want to go down there. Do a barrel roll. You wanted space? We'll give you space. Look at Peppy's face. Look at Slippy's face. Ridiculous. I love this though. So this is such a Metroid touch. Just give me some ambience. A couple of ambient pads. And we're good to go. Some really great sound design within the limitations that they had back in the day, you know? Alright, let's get used to this. We've got L and R for rolling. X is our boost. Nova Bomb. We haven't played Star Fox 2. Like, it was a while ago that we played Star Fox 2, so... which is the last time we played any game like this. Y is going to change our view. No, sorry, Y is our blaster. Select is going to change our view. We've got up and down on the D-pad. Break. Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. Nah, forget training. Let's just dive right in. Alright. This is got a full-on map. Oh yeah, just like, you can do this in Star Fox 2 as well, and in Star Fox 64 you've got different alternate paths. Let's go this way. I don't know anything about the paths, so let's just dive in and see. Corneria, the base. Also the name of the first town in Final Fantasy 1, one of my favorite RPGs. I could never beat it as a kid, but I had the NES cartridge. My cousin had it. It was awesome. Really love the Dragon Warrior series as well. And recently we hit our 1-year stream anniversary, and we played a randomized version of Earthbound, where we randomized all the stats, the bosses, the enemies, the abilities that you would learn, the psi abilities, and even randomized the entrances. It was really cool. Emergency. Shit. So good. That's actually one of our sound effects. Our sound effects aren't working right now, but one of our sound effects is the Slippy Toad Ribbit sound effect. This game was really impressive for the time. And weirdly, like, even though it's extremely low poly, I feel like it holds up. Oh shoot. Now, it would be cool to see a game inspired by this that gave you procedurally generated levels, and you could experience that. I think that'd be really cool. I think it's a little bit loud. I'm just going to bring it down just one more touch, just so that the balance is okay. It's tough because I have a different monitor mix in my headphones at the moment. You know what kind of is reminiscent of this? In Kingdom Hearts 1, when you build your gummy ship, which ends up looking like super low poly and almost like Lego-like. You can tell there was some inspiration in Star Fox for sure. Or from Star Fox. Holy shit. shit. That doesn't work for me. Oh yeah, my 6. Mind your own business. Mind your own business, Fox. I love the this speech. It's like the prototype to Animal Crossing and Banjo-Kazooie. Oh shoot. Some of them fell towards us. It's not good. Like I said, I'm not fantastic at this game either. And I wasn't fantastic at Star Fox 2 either, I just really liked it. Maybe just the idea that you've got all sorts of different transformations for your ship. Different vehicles. I actually kind of really like the Landwalker moments, the ones that you could like turn into the little mech, walking on 2 legs. So not too bad. Oh. And what's really funny about this is it's actually not that different from like a game like Galaga or Galaxian. They just decided to give you a completely unique art style and show you what it could actually be like in 3D, because that's exactly how the waves are behaving. They're showing up in the same way. This stuff, usually there's like towers that are shooting at you and buildings you can blow up if you throw bombs or you drop bombs beneath you in those old school like NES shoot-em-ups. It's just a reinterpretation of it, and it is a very successful reinterpretation of it. What the? Buddy, what do you take? You just stealing one? Come on. No thank you. 2 of them. Cohorts. I don't have much shield left. Quite the save. I'm not even bothering it. Bothering to go back. There's no way. Shoot. Oh. We only had like a little sliver of health, a sliver of shield left for a while there. Good old Andros. Let's try a different path, see what happens. This would have been like a cool game to own if this was like the only game you owned on Super Nintendo. I feel like this would have been a fun one. You could pour hours and hours and hours into it. It still doesn't fully grab me as much as Star Fox 2 does, but like I'm infinitely more interested in it now. More so than when I was a kid. Dude, Slippy, just shut up. Did you see me, Fox? Did you see me, Fox? Oh wow, right away. We got thieves. I like how the other members of the team are pissed off when you get their kills. They're like, come on, that was my kill. Out of the way. Oh, it's gonna be tough, look out. You like the voices in this one? Yeah, me too. They're pretty awesome. I like them because they're more subdued than the Banjo-Kazooie ones. But they remind me of the Banjo-Kazooie voices as well. The series lost a little charm when it went to voice acting. So I don't really know much about like Star Fox Assault. I know that it exists, but I haven't played it, and I haven't really played any of the games. Any of the Star Fox games besides a little bit of 64 for like a few seconds. This one, right now, this is almost longer than I've wanted to play Star Fox, to be honest. And then Star Fox 2, we ended up playing for like almost an hour. No, I think an hour and a half, without even realizing it. Star Fox 2 was very intriguing. And I really liked the bosses that we fought. We didn't beat it, but... So I'm excited to see what kind of bosses. Let's get officers. Okay. We got him. You're done. I got you. Nice. Also, welcome to the stream, Collector. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Falco even acts ungrateful when you save his ass. That's funny. That's just his personality, right? Isn't he the Vegeta of the group? The Sasuke. This is the only one you've put any significant time into. Nice. So did you have this one as a kid, like growing up? Was this something that you grew up playing, or was this something that you've more recently put time into? And speaking of, people should go follow Mighty Collector. He's got a really awesome channel. Plays a lot of really cool retro stuff. Andross's forces intend to build a base in this area, destroy their rock crusher. I mean, good
luck.
Good luck. There we go. Now we're in space. It's quite fun. Your friend had this one. Nice. Help me. Get croaked, man. Croquembouche. I'm hit. Sorry, dude. Croak madame. Can't help you. Dude, I helped you. Right, this really just isn't a reinterpretation of like Galaga from a different perspective, and I think they do a great job. It's a tough thing to do, especially on this console. I feel like the limitations of this console would not have been an easy thing to program this for. Also, I love that this is exactly the mode that they're referencing at the very end credits of Super Smash Bros. Melee, when you can shoot all the credits on the GameCube. This is the perspective that they're referencing. It's a cool little reference. Shit. Damn. We kind of sound like Bob-ombs from Super Mario 64. Right? Isn't it? It's got to be a reference to this, I would imagine. Even the bullets look similar. It is pretty fun though, not gonna lie. I do prefer, I don't think either one shouldn't exist, but I do prefer Star Fox 2 though. Just, it pulled me in right away, like in the first 2 levels. Right? I think that healed us or did something. I'm not sure what that did, to be honest. Oh, okay, we lost Slippy. You let him slip you right through our fingers. Oh my lord. Wasn't ready for it. There's a secret in this level that went into a black hole or something. Whoa. But you don't remember how to activate it. That's cool. The Picard maneuver. I've been rewatching, I was mentioning earlier, I've been rewatching The Next Generation. Star Trek The Next Generation. It's one of my favorite shows, and so it's cool to revisit it. I also just finished catching up on the first 2 seasons of The Orville, which I highly recommend. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Seth MacFarlane, I do really appreciate the love and care that the whole team put into the development of that show. Just as a TNG fan. It's pretty cool. Oh, I see. I see how it is. that. Hate that. Oh, no. We couldn't defeat the space bra. We just couldn't defeat the space bra. We need that black hole secret. Black hole secret. So far, the middle path I prefer. I'm gonna keep trying different paths. So remember, you can spin the wheel if you want to see me play a different space-themed game.
Good luck.
Good luck. Alright, here we go. Oh, my moon was up there. There we go. Incoming enemy fighters. You love TNG? Yeah, me too. Picard and Data are my favorite characters, but I think also Lieutenant Yar and Geordi are up there as well. They're just a great group of characters, and that's the thing I really love about the Orville, is the characters I think are pretty cool. You know, all the characters kind of make fun of the situations that they're in, because it's a little satirical. Because you're just gonna get that in general. You know what? It's exactly the same format, like to the point that even the music and the beats of them like going to commercial and fading on like suspenseful moments is like very similar. So it's pretty cool. What I love about Star Trek The Next Generation, a little more than classic Star Trek, whoa, holy crap, is because there's something about classic Star Trek which feels a little bit more Wild West-like. It's got a little more of a cowboy attitude, I guess, or maybe at least Kirk does. And then Picard is a little more diplomatic, and also there's something about Star Trek The Next Generation which I feel ties more into morality. The stories are more like moral dilemmas, situations that everyone can relate to no matter what time you exist in. At least in terms of like the moral aspect of it, not the like, oh, there's this space alien disease that needs curing or whatever. And I think that the Orville kind of touches on that a little bit. And tries to play on the idea that idea that there's like a self-awareness as well to the show. Wagon train in space, you think was the idea? I don't know, it felt a little bit like unideal. I really like the way that The Next Generation presents episodes and situations. Here we go. Super low shield. Nope. Dang. I'm a lot more interested in something like Star Trek than Star Wars, just because Star Wars is just like very fantasy focused. Which is fine. I'm into fantasy as well, but you know what? I appreciate that this game just starts you right at the boss. That's nice. So close, yes. Star Wars is fun to watch and move on. Star Trek keeps you wanting more. There's more of a focus on exploring. Star Wars has nothing to do with exploring whatsoever. There's like no focus whatsoever on like the concept of like the like mapping of the universe and like just kind of moving beyond what we know, which is a little more human, I think. The whole thing with the James Webb Telescope that's been launched and stuff, that's really interesting because that's intriguing stuff. Like we can discover stuff and see stuff for the first time. Like that's pivotal moments in human history, you know, but Star Wars really doesn't touch upon that whatsoever. In fact, Star Wars happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, not even our galaxy, so who gives a shit? To be honest. You know what I mean? Is anyone watching Star Trek Discovery? There's like 6 seasons, and there's apparently like a new Star Trek show called Starfleet Academy that just got greenlit. An official one, which is supposed to just take place on Starfleet, like on Earth in Starfleet Academy, and it's supposed to follow like a bunch of prospective students, people just applying for the Academy for the first time. I think that's kind of interesting. We'll see, you know, there's lots of cool directions that can take that, but no, I haven't seen Discovery at all, but there's like 6 seasons, 5 or 6 seasons. I'd like to watch it. Just to check it out. Just to see. But also, I've never seen Deep Space Nine. I've never seen... of course that was going to happen. I've never seen... Voyager is another one. Also, what's up, Daryl? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We played a little bit of an F-Zero ROM hack, and now we're doing some Star Fox. Trying out the different paths. You think you have an old dino brain and just couldn't get into it? Yeah, I haven't seen some of those other ones, and I haven't really seen the entirety of the original series, but it doesn't draw me in to watch as much as Next Generation. Perfect timing coming in on the Star Trek conversation. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. This is tough. course I screwed up with the save state. That sucks. You think the next generation is almost like capturing lightning in a bottle? Totally. I don't know though, like, that's what I'm saying. Check out the Orville, because it's very much, it may be formulaic in that way, but it's very much like, okay, this is pretty close to the lightning in the bottle. It's like if you went, computer, give me all the ingredients to the next generation, put it in a bottle. It's the next close approximation. It's the synthahol to next generation's alcohol. How about that? Is that too nerdy of a comparison? No, the Orville is actually based on the next generation. It is very much based on the next generation. And the only difference is that he makes himself the Riker character and he makes himself the captain. Which means that, yes, his captain is a little closer to Kirk. But it is very much a TNG love letter. The synthahol. I got some of the real stuff. I can't do a Scotty accent, but I still got some of the real stuff over in my cabin. Disney Plus. Disney Plus has it. And there's a third season that just came out. Norm Macdonald is in the Orville too, funny enough. He's in the first 2 seasons. See, that's what I'm saying. I hate Seth MacFarlane in every other way. You have reservations because of him, and I think that you very easily forget it's him after a few episodes. And they don't really, I think because the spirit of like toilet humor and stuff, they throw in here and there the ridiculous, like, not even quite Family Guy level jokes. But it's there, of course, because that's just how it is. It just feels like more self-aware. There's more self-aware jokes than anything. But this is tough. No matter what path you take in Star Fox here, this is tough. This would have been quite the grindy game if you grew up with this. You know, just getting better and better at it. It would have been a great game if you had siblings, because, you know, it could be like, go to see how far you can go, or like a best friend over, and you could be like, hey, your turn. You go as far as you can go, and then I'll try and go as far as I can go. This is as far as you go. We'll get the sound effects working soon, don't worry. Yeah, I feel the exact same way, Daryl. My only reservation is Seth MacFarlane. I don't know, I liked it. To be honest, it was the other characters that I really got to like. More so than his character. You've heard Lower Decks is good too. You need to check that out. Is that an official thing? Is that a fan-related thing? A fan-made thing? Star Trek Lower Decks. Is that one of the things that Daryl was talking about? I think we were talking about it very recently in a stream. This is a great game, I have to say. Oh, I get it. Level 2, Level 1, Level 3. Let's try Level 1 one more time, and then I'll spin the wheel. It's official. Cool. I think this might be one of the things that Daryl was talking about. Oh, I did enjoy the zoo episode, actually. That was a cool one. Oh no, Daryl, you were talking about Star Trek Continues, which also is official too, right? Interesting. Okay, we'll have to look into a few things. I've got an ongoing list of things. It's pretty funny, actually. Just a huge list of things to check out. Music, games,
Good luck.
TV shows. Good luck. Okay, 1 second here. My OBS is just glitching out. Just a sec. Okay. Change some settings. Sorry, just closing some things in the background here. And one sec here. Oh, you should be able to see me. I don't know why the moon was up there. Alright. We were talking about Star Trek Continues, which is it's an original series remake of the final unaired season 4. Okay, so it's like an official... I gotcha. It's like an official continuation of Star Trek, the original series. Like an extra season. Parodius, thank you so much for the hydrate. Can we get a shout out for Tornensis as well? Who does a bunch of retro streaming themselves. Or official and fan-made. See, I'm just spouting bullshit right now. So Star Trek Continues is an unofficial fan-made remake of the unaired Season 4 continuation of Star Trek OG. I think I got it right. It's going well. Hope things are going well with you. I'm playing some space and alien themed games. Star Fox right now. Earlier we played F-Zero Perilous Planets, which is quite a difficult level hack of F-Zero on Super Nintendo. Interesting, you can't shoot him there. You just woke up, nice. Well, good morning. Hello? Now remember, you can spin the wheel at any time for 420 moonstones. And whatever game we get, I have to play. Whether it's a ROM hack, a fan translation, a prototype. I mean, we played a homebrew rock, paper, scissors game on NES. So there's a ton of ridiculous stuff in every list for our retro roulette streams. Oh, we got it. We got a wheel spin. All right. Let's see here. Nice, Daryl. Thanks for the shout out and for following Tornensis. F-Zero's hard enough as it is. Yeah, check it out. It's called Perilous Planets. You can check out the VOD after too. But yeah, it was basically just a lot of really sharp turns. So it just required you to be like really refined in your F-Zero experience, which I am not. I didn't grow up with that game. I played it years later, and I played the 3D ones more than I played the original. So not really my type of racing game. Nice, you feeling lucky? You feeling lucky, punk? All right, let's do it. Let's spin the wheel. This is Stegosaurus McCartney just redeemed a wheel spin. We're spinning it, and it's landing on game 161. We have over 700 space-themed games from Atari 2600 to N64 in this list. So let's see what we land on. 161 is... Cool. It is Parodius, which is made by the same people that made the Gradius or Gradius games. It's a side-scrolling shooter. I was talking about how really Star Fox is just sort of an alternate perspective version of those types of games. And Parodius is like a self-made satire. We were talking about the Orville, so it's perfect timing. It's a parody of their own game that they put out. The Super Nintendo Parodius is fantastic. I think it's a very fun game. It's ridiculous. You can play as different types of characters, like a penguin, Konami penguin character. Good stuff. But we're going to be playing Parodius on the original gray brick Game Boy, everybody. That's what's happening. So we're going way back to the Game Boy era. If you're one of our followers, one of our follower emotes is the gray brick Game Boy from the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, one of the cool trinkets, Nintendo-related trinkets that they have. There's an example of it. Feel free to drop it into the chat if you're one of the followers. If you're not following, click that follow button because we're 3 followers away from hitting 700, and I'm going to be doing the Mario 3 Deathless Warpless Challenge to celebrate. Yeah, I'm stoked. This is going to be fun. I really like playing the Super Nintendo one. I've never played the Game Boy one, so stick around. It won't be long. Parodius. I like that. Someone should make a ROM hack of it and just make it so that you could fight as just different flavors of pierogi, like bacon and potato pierogi, and then like sour cream and chive pierogi. There's this Twitter channel that I follow that's sort of like an AI painter. You type in a prompt into the bot, and it will then create like a painting or digital painting in a different style based on your sentence. So it can just be like anything. So I submitted Princess Mononoke, Princess Mononoke, and gnocchi, the Italian potato pasta. It was pretty funny. It turned out pretty weird, but it's a cool bot. I'm really into like AI bots, especially ones that will allow you to input text and export images, or input images and export images. It's really cool. I've actually got on my Twitter a couple of examples that I've done with Star Trek The Next Generation episode screenshots that I've used. And I also have, I'm just trying to think here. I also have some examples of doing the same thing with Pokemon trading card games. Pokemon trading card scans. So like the artwork from Bulbasaur's original card, or the artwork from Ivysaur's original card, or something like that. Nice. Okay, it'll just be 1 second here, and then we've got Parodius on the Game Boy. Stick around. Sorry, folks. I just had a total, blood sugar spike moment. So I'm just going to eat some food. Just take a moment here, and then we're going to dive back into Parodius on the Game Boy. So stick around. Alright folks, thank you so much for your patience. Let me just catch up on the chat here. For anyone just joining, my name is Matt, otherwise known as 3 Up Moon. This is episode 10 of our space and alien themed retro roulette series, where basically I curate a list of themed games from Atari 2600 to N64, spin the wheel, and whatever game we land on, I have to play. You can spin the wheel for 420 moonstones, and just before the break here, Stegosaurus McCartney, one of our mods, spun the wheel and we landed on Parodius on the original Game Boy, so we're going to be playing this Konami shoot 'em up. I've only ever played the Super Nintendo version, and it's really a parody on their own series, the Gradius series, so it's going to be fun. Welcome to the stream, Arthamal. Hope you're doing well. The good idea, bad idea. Reference to Animaniacs, I like that. Okay, cool. It's just 1 second here. It'll just be a moment and we'll load up. Parodius. And thanks for your patience. Just 1 moment. And this game is definitely space themed because we've got aliens, and one of the characters that you can play as is the pilot and ship from Gradius. Let's go. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio at all. So yes, Vic Viper, apparently age 58. Interesting. Interesting lore to know. The pilot of this ship is 58. We've got the octopus character. We have Twin B from Pop and Twin B, that series. And then we have Pentaro the penguin. who is actually in a few different Konami games that we've played on stream. I'm gonna say, let's go, because we're doing space theme games, let's go with Big Viper. We'll go auto. So you'll just notice that the enemies are more cartoon-like and parodies of enemies you'd normally see in a game like Gradius. I always called it Gradius, but like Radius, but I think some people will call it Gradius as well. Okay, now we have an orbital that shoots for us, and this is pretty standard Gradius fare. Oh shoot. The moment that we stopped, they had their in. So yes, very different than... I'm just gonna turn it down just a touch. Very different than the games we were playing earlier. Shoot. Let's try a different character. Let's play as the octopus. Whoop. That was silly. You know, it's not terrible for, you know, all things considered, the fact that this is a very small screen that we're dealing with right now. It actually plays quite well considering that. And I feel like I can see enough of my enemies' telegraphed attacks to coherently play the game, even though I keep dying. Okay. Nice. Now we're shooting like boxing gloves forward, like our fists. We're gonna see ourselves a boss, I believe. Yep. It's Rush Pirate. Oh. I'm gonna shout out Rush Pirate 1 because They basically are, their character is a cat pirate, so this is them. We did it. Oh, come on. Just at the end. Oh yes, the good feathers. I just saw that too, Daryl. I remember the good feathers. To do the boss from scratch again? Yeah. Come on. That's annoying. Nice. We're super powered up. Excuse me. Different boss. That's weird. See what I mean? It's like super cartoony. You have to shoot the characters, the bosses in the belly button, all sorts of weird stuff. Gradius wouldn't do this, but it's the same company just having fun with their game engine, really, if you think about it. Great rendition of this song. Oh, they look like Cheep. Space fish. We got a mini twin bee. Thank you. A twinny me. I shall call him Twinny Me. What? Womp womp. It's a new stage, obviously. Remember, at any time you can spin the wheel because it is a retro roulette stream, so you can spin the wheel and have us play a different space-themed game. Nice. The white bell gives you an extra life. Excuse me. Really? Oh no. Need to be so careful on this level. I remember this level was really tough in the Super Nintendo one. They did a great job at translating it over to the original Game Boy, in my opinion. Yes, another life. So we just got 2 lives, actually. If we get another white bell, that's our first 3-up moment in the stream. Basically any moment where you can get 3 lives in one level. Well, spoke too soon. Oh no. Yeah, 20 me's, 2 of them. Nope. Here we go. Time to get pounced. Oh yes, I forgot about this boss. Nope. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is this a thing? Are we doing damage? I have no idea. I couldn't tell I was doing damage to the other, the cat enemy either, right? So, I have no idea. This is pretty ridiculous. There should be like some indicator that there's gotta be some sort of indicator that they're taking damage, you know? Oh, no, it was just an endurance thing. It was just survive. That was weird. Okay. that was an obstacle more than anything. Shoot. America! Here's our bird battle. Excuse me. Right in the eyes. Got him. Get boided. This music reminds me of Blaster Master as well, which we played in the last animal and creature themed stream, because it really is about saving a frog. Quite a fun game, actually, despite being as challenging as it is. New stage. Cool. Whoa, okay. Debris. There's a ton of damage. Huh. I'm not sure what happened there, but we like turned to stone. Oh wow, okay. Whoa! Okay. Have to really watch it. Oh, didn't even see it. Yes. I love that you can... One of my favorite things about Parodius and Gradius is that you can just keep upgrading your weaponry. Oh. Damn. Ultra glitchy boss. We got him. At least down to the second phase. What the hell is this boss? I don't think I've ever gotten this far. He's summoning penguins from the sea. It was like a giant diamond, like a giant evil iceberg that had a fan, because maybe it was a little too hot. Is that a global warming comment? You know what I mean? It had like ice boulder arms, and then all of a sudden it's got like more robotic human-like arms, but it has a fan because it's hot, you know? This is funny. It's from '92, so this game came out 30 years ago. You know, considering what the Game Boy can do, this is a pretty decent effort. Like, if this is the only way that you played Parodius, it'd still be a pretty satisfying time. Oh shit, Christmas music, what the hell? Oh shit, Christmas music, what the hell? Here we go. That is a wall. Okay. Oh shoot. You stuck? Nice. This is cool. Also satisfying. go, that was close. Snuck right by. Nice, we're making some progress. No thanks. Even more no thanks. They're releasing their teeth at us. Just a bunch of lips releasing teeth. With the can-can song. There's a combination. We're on a roll. Let's do this. Yeah, I've used save states a bunch of times, but whatever. The whole point is to experience the game and have some fun with it. And when we get a wheel spin, we'll stop and spin the wheel and play whatever space-themed game we get next. That's not me asking for one necessarily, that's just me reminding people that they can interact with the stream if they'd like. Now, is this a brand new stage, or is this like a loop of all the stages we've done so far? No, it's a new stage. Oh, I like the tree. The level design is cool. Oh, wasn't worth it. Yes, it was a 1-up, but that's fine. Oh, buddy. You kidding me? The trees are gonna move and do this? Wow. Completely unexpected. You can definitely see Konami was having fun with the level design in this game the entire way through. Now, here's a good question. This is a question for you if you're watching on YouTube after the fact, or if you're watching live, you want to drop your answer into the chat. If there was a game that you'd like to see a game company make a satirical, like, parody version. Like, for example, Super Mario Bros. 3. Let's say Nintendo made a parody version of Super Mario Bros. 3 that was just as good as the original game, had the same mechanics, but just built on it, and then had more fun with the level design, and it was more goofy. Is there a game that you'd like to see the original developers make a parody or a Parodius version of? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. Cool. Damn. I think we won just at the same time as we lost. Let's do this again. I'm even trying to think of an answer to that question. Like, I don't even know what I would answer that question with. Like, imagine, like, if they made, I don't know. I think like a parody of Final Fantasy would be pretty interesting if they made a classic style SNES style RPG, and it was just a parody of like all the tropes that you found in like Final Fantasy 1 through 6, for example, but made by Square Enix. You know what I mean? Like made by the same developers. That would be kind of cool. Be interesting. Or a Dragon Warrior parody. I could see that realistically happening. Ooh. Bring on the Moai statues. What? It's like a giant airship made of them. That's amazing. Parody Contra could be great. Yeah, totally. Well, is that Konami as well, right? So it could work. It could work very well, actually, because they've already done it. It'd be cool if they called it Contraband, or if they called it like... I think Contraband could be kind of cool. Final Fantasy could be good, yeah. Final Fallacy, there's your name. It's already like name of I'm sure a webcomic and a fan game and everything else. I'd love to see Square Enix and Nintendo come together and make another RPG, but call it Dragon Wario, and have Wario be the main character. And he actually has a canonical Dragon Wario power-up in Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land 1. You can pick up the dragon hat, and then you can breathe fire. So it could be like written into the story. I'd play the Dragon Wario games. I can't wait till they release Dragon Wario Monsters. That'll be good. We can collect all the Wario Land enemies. But yeah, Contra, a parody Contra could be really funny. Because it's not that dissimilar to this, and they could create some really funny bosses and enemies. I'd love to see that. That'd be cool. What if they called it Contra instead of Contra? This is not easy. You have to be very precise. What? Nope. Shoot. You have to get the timing perfectly. Come on. Please. Oh, I get it. We're hitting the wrong spot. Wow, okay. The timing. Done. Yikes. Okay, it looks like we're getting a little bit of delay for some reason on the stream. Let me just refresh this. Maybe it's just my work PC. Yeah, it looks like it. Whew. That was a challenge. Alright, let's keep going. Unless someone wants to spin the wheel, let's keep going with Parodius and see what occurs. See how far we can go. Why not? Who knew that Twin B was going to be our go-to character? This level looks very inspired by a pinball machine in many different ways. What? Ooh. No. There we go. Wow. This is a difficult one to do without save states, I bet. If there's anyone just joining, happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Viva Core is what that said? Okay. What's Core? Oh, this is my own attack, so it doesn't affect me at all. It's essentially a wall that we put up. Gotcha. I just realized that. I thought this was an enemy, but I realized it looks just like us. What? Whew. Oh no. What? I didn't even know what was going on there. Okay, be careful. What? Nice, we somehow snuck in here. We were not meant to do that. Ooh, we can do it. What? Just a giant octopus. He's pissed. Didn't even fight back. Was that the final boss? Oh my. The planet, which we thought was an octopus, which we thought was a planet, which we realized was a moon, which we, after all of this, since the very beginning, we were wrong. We finally uncovered that it's actually an octopus. Whamp whamp. We beat it using 1,000 save states, but that's okay. Game Boy credit sequences are pretty great. Thank you, Mr. Fukutake, for the sound. It's a pretty cool sound. I think they did a good job, considering what they were taking original product-wise and then bringing it to the Game Boy. So it was cool. I didn't actually expect to beat it. Watch the credits, and then we'll spin the wheel and play another game. In fact, let's spin the wheel while we're watching the credits. Why not? Let's see what game we're gonna get next. Over 700 games, all related to space or aliens or planets in some way. We're landing on game 275, which is Game 275 is okay. It's Alien Hominid on the Game Boy Advance. Now that's a beat 'em up. It's a shoot 'em up. We were talking about Contra earlier, so we're gonna play that. And I used to be, when I was younger, I used to put together sprite animations. I used to be a Flash animator, and I ran my own website called Dungeon Studios. Went by the name Majin Piccolo, and I was a Newgrounds affiliate back in the day in the early 2000s for a while. Friends with a lot of other affiliates, and used to write to Tom Fulp and stuff, and he actually sent me a copy of Alien Hominid on the GameCube, which is cool. Alien Hominid is a fantastic game. I remember playing the GameCube version first, not knowing for years that there is a Game Boy Advance version, and we just played Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure, which is a really cool beat-em-up. Alien Hominid combines a beat-em-up with, like, think River City Ransom meets Contra, with cartoony graphics. A lot of people know Castle Crashers a little more, and I kind of remember the artist's name, Dan Paladin, I think was their name. They developed Castle Crashers. They also did a lot of the artwork and that sort of stuff with Alien Hominid. Henny Blank, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Like the plaid today? Nice. Alien Hominid was your favorite installment in the Alien series? Weird. Alienware PCs was my favorite installment in the Alien series. Alright, so we just beat Parodius on the Game Boy. And up next, Alien Hominid on the Game Boy Advance. Stick around, we're going to switch to the other layout, because that's what we need to do. I haven't fully played through this one. I have fully played through the GameCube one several times, but I have not fully played through this one. I believe it's the same, like, one-to-one sort of levels. So let's do it. Also, one thing I love about the animation in this game is that they do utilize a lot of really cool, old-school, classic techniques to create fluidity, like animation smears and other things like that. Doubling up limbs and frames and smearing from one keyframe to another keyframe to create the illusion of motion, like you're seeing on the webcam right now. Pretty cool stuff. And when people utilize it in classic games, I think it's really cool. It's just like a nice little tie-in to our history as humans, as in our like brief animating history as humans, if that makes sense. I'm still here. That's hilarious. Um, okay, so we got a name a character redeem. Anyone can redeem this at any time. Basically, anytime we're playing any RPG or whatever you like. It can be a non-RPG like this. Henny Blank has redeemed. The playable character is now named Gertrude. So that is the name of our alien, Gertrude. Here we go. You should be able to see it in just a second here. You should be able to see me as well. Here we go. Good old-fashioned Newgrounds. Classic Newgrounds. Den Paladin. There we go. I had it right. So I always really like the GameCube version of this. It's obviously meant for co-op. You could do 4 players, I think, or maybe just 2 players on the GameCube, but still. Here we go. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio or anything. Yeah, this is like really nostalgic for me because I got into Flash animating because of a bunch of different Flash animators that I watched as a kid, and then really was curious about getting into sprite animating and sprite like pixel art. I was really into it. I was actually an active contributor to the Spriters resource as well back in the day. So I would basically I spent a bunch of time growing up as a kid messing around with different programs, messing around with Macromedia Flash, and that in turn taught me basic animation, as well as I learned how to do like syncing up voices to animation, and it really piqued my interest in sound design and like sound editing because I would layer different sounds. We would throw in dialogue and background effects and stuff, and then later I went to school for sound like post-production and audio and engineering, basically like recording, doing sound design and recording bands and stuff. And all that was really just the basis of what I ended up learning in school, which was the same thing but for television, like post-production stuff, and also how to mix a band and the basic concepts of like engineering and production and stuff like that. Really funny. And yeah, just evolving from that, like messing around with Macromedia Flash and Fruity Loop Studio, I eventually got comfortable with other programs like Logic and Pro Tools, went to school for Pro Tools, learned how to use old school 1980s and also modern digital mixing desks, and then spent 6 years setting up, managing, and curating a live music venue and doing the live sound of things. That all stemmed from me on Newgrounds, like building community there, running my own website with other animators. It was really cool. So this is a fun little throwback. Also, this music is so much like the Halloween theme song. You're here for like half an hour, and then your partner and my partner and I are gonna do couple stuff. Nice. You're excited? We barely have time. Awesome. Sounds like we reinvented Ronaldo and the Loaf. I don't know what Ronaldo and the Loaf is, but let's reinvent it together. Difficulty, medium. They have Thumbsucker. That's funny. Gore on. This is better. Game Boy Advance conversion by Tuna Technologies. Good old Andy Crawshaw. They did a good job. Rattle is an avant-garde group that did all their crazy music using super simple tape loops and household items. Nice. Just RATL. That's really cool. Makes me think of Lullatone. Lullatone. They do similar things where they record like minimal sound effects of them in their bath or in their bathroom, just making like simple noises and then building songs out that way. Yeah, you can turn on the blood basically. Turn it on or off. Here we go. There's neighbors driving about. Alright, level 1-1. Shooting down while in the air can get you extra hang time when you need it. Good to know. You know, this is a fairly decent conversion of the graphics. It's not perfect, but... So what happened was our ship crashed, and now we're Gertrude, and our main villains are FBI agents, and they kill aliens, so we gotta watch out. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm gonna bring it down just a single touch here. No, I'm not gonna do that at all. That is wrong. Let's just leave it as it is. So yes, this is Gertrude. It's not pixelated, obviously, on the GameCube. It's like hand-drawn cartoon. Just want to get used to that. The moves we can do a roll. We can press Y and do a charge shot, Mega Man style. If we get close to them, we can melee attack them. And we can throw grenades. Yep. That's it, folks. That's the main concept. It's very much inspired by games like Mega Man, Contra, Metal Slug, River City Ransom, side-scrolling, beat 'em up, shoot 'em up. also do things like this. This guy shows up and gives us extra power-ups, usually. Gertrude, no! Gertrude! I just want to make sure that the volume and all that jazz is good. There we go. Lasers. Aliens must have lasers. They also obviously know how to drive a truck. One of my favorite things is all the little in-jokes and the different names of the businesses around too. Meow Motors. You've got Tank Crossing here with the Newgrounds tank. Oh, okay. Well, let me just do this then. I think this is the issue. How about something like that? Is this still loud enough for the game? For you? Or is this like impossible to hear? And the game is cute, yeah, absolutely. I think they did a great job. Dan Paladin did some fantastic work on the artwork. Can you let me know, is that too low? Can you still hear the game audio quite well, or is that impossible? I hate this boss. Shit. Shit. Shit, Josh. There we go. Shit, Josh. There we go. Oh, you think I might be too loud? I got you. I'm gonna try one more thing here. This is a very loud game, but I just want to bring it up just a touch. Okay, let's try this. This is a very loud game, but I just want to bring it up just a touch. Okay, let's try it. Okay, cool. We're good. Henny says, I said it before and I'll say it again. Fuck the robots. Okay. That's a pretty shitty boss. You know what's funny about that boss is that I feel like that exact boss, the movements that you would need to get around it, like that whole thing, reminded me only of one game specifically, and that's Earthworm Jim. Just totally gave me Earthworm Jim vibes. Second boss. You like that we can cut FBI dudes in half? More games need to let you do that. That's like basically the core of this game. Basically, like, we don't... No, as humans in this story, we don't know anything about Gertrude, the alien at this point. Thank you again, Henny, for naming our alien friend. And so this isn't as smooth, it's not the same type of beat-em-up as Dragon Ball Advance Adventure was, but this is up there for one of my favorite beat-em-ups on the Game Boy Advance version. I played it for a little bit before, back in the day. But like I said, I spent the most time with the GameCube version. Okay, we have Spreadshot. We also got this as well. I don't know if this is like an acid gun or something, but like it dissolves the enemy. Gas cans. The grease glob, I like that. Sorry, whoever's looking at the grease glob. So this one is a lot tougher too. Also a robot. Reminds me of the Yellow Devil from Mega Man. But you can only attack his eye. Oof. You can only attack the eye. It's tough. Come here. Let me shoot your eyeball. You're doing damage. Where's your arms now, dog? Oh no. We're down to no extra lives too. There we go. School time. Area completed. That's our Gertrude. That's our Gertrude. Level 1-2. Stay calm. A crazed alien is a dead alien. Fart. I agree. I do agree. Building. Castle of crap. This is a cool ability that you can do. You can hide underground. Also, this is my favorite gun in the game. The ice gun. Just because it's very satisfying to use. And then of course we have our Spreadshot, our classic Contra Spreadshot. This little guy is so cute. Yeah, totally. I agree. Gertrude's the best. Yeah, his face basically is like a colon 3 for sure. In 2005, right? Very of its time. I'd love to see an alien hominid too. I really would. Or a direct sequel. I don't know if it exists. I know Castle Crashers became more of a focus, and there's a direct sequel to that one as well, which is also really cute, really fantastic. The art style, I think, is great. Boogity boogity. Enlarge your body. I like that. Basically, it's just telling you to eat. Using tons of lines there for no reason, not necessarily. Little dick storage. That's they literally got away with that in both this and Game Boy Advance Nintendo consoles. Enlarge your body next to little dick storage. That's amazing. Hoss ass girl. That's amazing. And it says in the rear. That's that sign there. In the rear. So little dick storage, hoss ass girl, in the rear, enlarge your body. This is like from an alien's perspective, that's how he perceives like our society. Like those are the only things we're really concerned about. Yeah, you can blow up the grenade shop with that grenades. That makes sense. Enlarge your body and your dick will follow. Free your mind and your ass will follow. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. If you don't like my music, you don't have to use it. This phone is a thing. Y'all released. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the can we? Yes! It's bow down time. Call Mr. Plow, that's my name, that name is Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow, he's a loser, and I think he is a loser. Call KL 53796. Here we go. This is the best level you've seen in any game. I love that there's a nuclear power plant here. This is funny, and we're also going. I have been rewatching The Simpsons with my partner. We've been rewatching from the very beginning. We're on season 4 right now. Really enjoying it, and actually we're in the Conan O'Brien era where he wrote a bunch of the episodes. You got Camp Krusty, you got Mr. Plow, classic ones. Technically, he is contractually obligated to give them like 3 more episodes or something like that because he left The Simpsons writing staff to start his talk show, and then it just became successful. But he's still under contract. So if they wanted to, they can call him up and be like, hey, write us an episode. I love this boss. It's very early 2000s. Feels like a Spider-Man boss. I mean, in Spider-Man 3, isn't it around the same time, like 2005, 2006 when it came out? Or am I wrong? Is it later? Oh, I see. Okay. He insta-eats us, so we don't want that. That's what we want. We want to blow that out. Oh, what the? Yeah, the animations are pretty cute. Whoa, Linda Ronstadt, how did you get her? Oh, trying to figure out a project to work together on. This is pretty rough. Lives left. One thing that kind of sucks is that heart disappears. I think that heart should stay up there. There's no reason for it to disappear, telling us like how many lives we have. We should just know. Oh shit. That's it. Pudding man, kick you ass. Instant pudding. Yo, look at our high score. That's pretty great. Rest in peace, Gertrude. Don't worry, they'll send another alien. They'll send a second alien. Cool. Or will they? Time will tell. Because we just got ourselves a wheel spin. Henny Blank, thank you for the wheel spin. Let's spin it up and see what we get. If you haven't played Alien Hominid before in Game Boy Advance form or GameCube form, please check it out. It's a fantastic game. I feel like it really holds up. And there's not a lot of games like it, I would say. Okay, this is Henny's spin. It's game number 377. Let's see what it is. Game 377 is Alien Syndrome on the original Game Gear. Alright, so Alien Syndrome on Game Gear, up next. It's gonna be sick. We're all gonna come down with this syndrome. Somehow, because you can come down with syndromes. I believe we might have tried Alien Syndrome on the NES. I'm pretty sure we did once before. I know, I totally read that. Invaded. An emergency massage. This is amazing. Okay, here we go. Held the crew hostage. It's a fancy way of being held hostage. We were hostages. Two members of Scott. Oh, I know I got the moon on my face. I'm pretty sure we did play the NES version of Alien Syndrome. That we got this like a couple of episodes ago. I'm pretty sure, because it takes place in the year 2000. This game takes place 22 years ago. Yeah, I do remember this. No, you know what? It wasn't NES. We played it on the Sega Master System briefly. Originally from 1987, but this is the 92 version. So this actually came out the same year as Parodius, which we just played. So of course we're going to be merry. Here we go. Round 1, living area. The time bomb's set. What? I just want to sit down and watch a movie. This isn't my kind of living area. It's like Smash TV. He's like, you can do it, dude. And we're fighting weird alien worms. Actually, it looks like we're fighting like living organs. I don't want to tell you what I think these things look like. So it's like Gremlins, the new batch. It's a top-down shooter. Definitely has Smash TV and also Gauntlet vibes. It's not that different from Gauntlet game. I guess we have to save all these crew members. Huh. How do we get into these places? Fireball? Hell yeah. Why are we fighting nuts with a tail? I have no idea. These are the aliens. They're like gross out John Carpenter, H.R. Geiger style aliens. Like Cronenberg aliens. All three of those styles combined. I could have easily killed him. Just shooting all over the place. Shoot. Game over. Oh, more lasers. Just like in, see, every game has lasers. Just like in Alien Hominid. I guess every Alien game should have lasers. Wow, this is a god-awful weapon. Hello? Oh, shoot. Nice, homing fireballs. There we go. Now the game's getting interesting. Very interesting. Okay, cool. No. No. They'll just give us homing fireballs and then take them away. Yeah, the laser's the worst weapon in this game. Because you have to shoot it and wait for it to, like, reach its final trajectory. Sea turtles, April O'Neil can take care of herself. You can call me Mary. What? Isn't that her name? Actual flamethrower. It's not a terrible game. And I know that this game was originally an arcade game. It came out on NES, on Sega Master System, on Game Gear. A few different versions of it. There might even be a Sega Genesis version of it. A few more places to go. No. No! We were so close. We could have cleared the first level at least, which would have been, you know, I try to at least do that. Would have been nice. Well, you know what? I'm gonna spin the wheel anyways, because why not? Let's keep the stream going. Let's play some more different games, like more variety. Let's do it. Not a terrible game though. In fact, I kind of like the Game Gear version. It feels a little more compact, feels a little better and more responsive than the Master System version that we were playing. We're going to spin it right now, which means we're going to land on game 58. No idea what this is about. This is called Subterranea, and it is on the Sega Genesis. Up next. Stick around. My logic here is any game to do with like Terra or the Earth or anything to do with something underneath the Earth. That's space too, bitches. Just saying. If you don't think we're in space, if you don't think we're already space travelers, and if you don't think we're already on a spaceship that we're just not taking care of and maintaining properly, then you're crazy. Oh my, I don't think you're ready for this. 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 I don't think you're ready for this shit. Look at this, folks. Holy crap. And then it has the most lackluster titles. It's the best opening, but the most lackluster title screen. Ready? Let's go. Like my Microsoft Word font art? I do too. The crew on that ship is puking right now. Just hurling. Literally. Oh, it's like one of these types of games. I don't know if it was called Load Runner. I think it was a classic style game like this, where you had a ship that when you tap A, you kind of can float, and then you can use the D-pad to control your direction. I don't think it's Load Runner. I feel like I'm totally mistaken that game for something else, but it's essentially like a rocket ship game, is the best way I could describe it. Let's dive in. Here's our map. Mission report. Level 1, SAT scan. The alien attack on this mining site is a result of long-lasting hostility towards the human race. We've been chosen to launch a counterattack, piloting an experimental attack ship. Alien awareness is low, giving you a chance to get used to your new ship. But remember, time is of the essence. Satellite system is still under development, so SAT scan version 1.1 or version 1.0 will have to suffice. We'll transmit upgraded versions when available. Snake. 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 Rescue this stranded space fleet spy group. Your ship is not prepared for underwater missions yet, so you must recover 6 sub-modules to access the alien underwater base. The ancient underwater summer camp. The first sub-module is here. End of line. Okay. Oh, Mega Man, you forgot your helmet. Mega Man forgot his helmet. This is what Mega Man's real hairstyle looks like, if you're curious. Alright. And in fact, one of my coworkers, I think, made a version of a game like this. A similar type of game like this. With a really cool retro aesthetic. But yeah, I don't know what you call it, but as if you tap A, you accelerate. When you let go, you descend. Or I guess A accelerates and ascends. Alien presence is low. Get used to the ship. Yeah, we can attack with R. Nice. Yeah, that feels incredible. Very satisfying feeling to the shooting. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to get used to this. It kind of almost feels like similar to the controls of like a boat match in Micro Machines. Have you ever played Micro Machines? Horatio outside, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I don't have alerts still. Thank you for the raid, I really appreciate that. We are playing a bunch of space-themed games, and right now we're on Subterranea. We were playing a whole bunch. Alien Hominid on the Game Boy Advance, which was a shoot-'em-up, beat-'em-up. We played Alien Syndrome. We played Parodius on the original Game Boy and beat it. And right now, yeah, we're playing Subterranea, a really interesting game, which you've probably played games in this style. There's Flash games in this style. It's a Sega Genesis game I never played, and I'm digging the soundtrack. And actually really liking the subtlety of the controls. I just have to get used to, essentially, the combat in this game, but thanks for rating. If you're not following Horatio outside, please go give them a follow. Really similar content to me. There's really cool random itch.io streams that happen there. A lot of cool retro stuff. Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. Lots of cool stuff. And recently Absu. Nice. So yeah, a whole bunch of indie stuff as well. Really, really cool channel. I would recommend definitely checking them out because it's very, very similar to mine. I know I shout people out all the time, but there's a handful of streams that I would say are similar to mine. Welcome back. This is an interesting game. We just gotta get used to the controls here. But as I was just saying, one of my coworkers, I think, so they make games under the name CosmoCat, and I think they developed a game very, very similar to this. These mechanics here. Thanks. You're just getting blazed and enjoying some mellow underwater exploration. What is Abzu all about? Is it like a newer game? Is it 3D? Is it 2D? I'm actually quite intrigued about the game we're playing right now. It's really interesting. It's got one of the coolest intros. You're just heading off. Yeah, happy to shout you out. I hope that you had an awesome stream, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. Abzu is an indie 3D diving game from a few years back. It's kind of like an underwater version of Journey. Very cool. Journey was great. Very fun game. I have a lot of fun memories playing Journey. Well, thanks so much for the raid. Okay, we'll try this again from the top and just try to remember where we gotta go. Here we go. There's no map button, is there? Oh, okay, that's the key. The map is only shown at the beginning. So, I know we have to go this way. Yeah, this is a really cool game because it makes you kind of have to really hone in to what's going on. I'm very, very stoked about this game. Like, you have to be precise. I'm losing big time here. Oh no! Or remembers what you attacked. Good. Okay, we got 10 missiles. The way this thing bounces around kind of reminds me of those like little Doritos. Those little Dorito points, they look like Doritos to me, but they're like little bouncing triangles that fall at enemies when you destroy them in Cave Story. If you've ever played Cave Story and you destroy enemies, it's kind of similar to River City Ransom too. When the enemies barf coins out, they like bounce around. There's a very similar bounciness to the Cave Story Dorito points. Let's see. Fuel collected. Okay, cool. So I knew that there was something we needed there. We got our missiles, which is cool. Cool, I got you. I understand what's going on here. Oh, oh. Let's just save right there. Okay, so we picked up those 3 people, but do we have enough fuel? Ugh. Are we supposed to take them? Shoot. They were better off down in the pit. We just saved them and blew them up. Oh shit. That was fuel. And we blew it up. Oh. So I think we accidentally killed those prisoners of war that we were not supposed to kill. Well, it looked like we were supposed to at least explore that area, but... Sub. Mission accomplished. Return to base. Sub module taken. feel collecting. Is that the base? Yeah. There we go. Mission completed. Looks like a face. Just give it an eye right here, and an eye right here. You'll begin and end your mission here. The submodule is here, however, the aliens have sealed the entrance to the cave, trapping our men in here. Okay. The spy group you rescued report the aliens have built a doomsday device. They believe by destroying it, you can retrieve our troops and the submodule. This mining area is equipped with rail transports. They allow greater stability when fighting the enemy. Interesting. Oh, cool. Okay, that's badass. Interesting. So they give you a totally different way to fight this weird... This looks like some sort of mutant of... it's like a realistic Mega Man Sigma Cronenberg creature. It's kind of ridiculous. Some powerful shit. I definitely didn't expect it to blow up there. That's crazy. Cool game, for sure. Definitely cool game. This is exactly why I really like the retro roulette streams, because I get introduced to games like this. Is this supposed to be the doomsday weapon that the aliens built? Was it like a giant Cronenberg mutation of a Mega Man face? Because that's a pretty cool doomsday device. Oh. this 9 Inch Nails? Or is this Marilyn Manson? I think we can do it. We just got a lot of health. That did not work in our favor. That did not work in our favor at all. This is a pretty cool game. I could see myself doing an entire stream of just Subterranea in the future. Just like when we were requested to play Evo's Search of Eden, which is a fantastic underwater evolution-centric, dinosaur-centric RPG by Enix. A very, very strange game. A very unique game. I love the music. I love the atmosphere of that game. I had to do like 2 or 3 streams playing that game. You know what? I feel like this is an accomplishment because we were able to get onto the high scoreboard and we were able to beat Guzzler. So there was at least that. Recently, through this same series, through the Space and Alien theme series, we got Metal Slug First Mission, which is a game on the Neo Geo Pocket, which is essentially the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It was like a Game Boy Color and Game Gear competitor. That game is so good. I definitely want to spend some time playing that game in full. So it doesn't happen often, but I think Subterranea and I think Metal Slug are going to be 2 games that we'll play in full. I'll dedicate a specific stream just to this. It's really cool. I'm really digging the music as well. And you know what? Let's put our name in here. If you're not following the channel, click that follow button. We're 2 followers away from hitting 700, and when I hit 700, I'm going to be doing a special Super Mario Bros. 3 challenge stream, where I do a deathless and a worthless run of Mario 3. I think what we'll do is we'll find someone to raid, and I will see you in the next part of our Space and Alien themed retro roulette streams. Normally I stream every day from 6:30 p.m. Pacific onward. We started a little earlier today. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking a break. I'm actually going to be going to my partner's parents' house for dinner. so I won't be streaming in the evening. My weekends are Wednesdays and Thursdays, so you can catch me from 11 a.m. Pacific onward those days, but normally it's 6:30 p.m. Pacific. If you're watching live on twitch.tv/3up_moon, or if you came in with Horatio Outside's raid, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. All those folks that show up on the regular, it means a lot. Click that follow button. Follow me on Twitter as well. That's when you'll know when and what I'm streaming next. And you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now, this is part 10 of the space and alien themed games. I'm really digging the music of Subterranea here, and just in general, it's a really interesting game. We will 100% come back to this in full. I did plan initially on beating Paper Mario. I'm doing just like a quick ending of Paper Mario stream, because we're right at the end in the final boss battle, but I've been having so much fun with the retro roulette streams that I feel like we put it off for a couple weeks now. But I will be just taking a break on Sunday. I'll be back again on Monday evening. I think based on the type of game that we're playing, and based on what people are streaming at the moment, I think we're going to raid our good friend Rush Pirate 1. Well, we raided Rush so much, maybe we should mix it up. Rush Pirate 1 right now is playing the Telltale Games point-and-click adventure of Back to the Future, which is essentially the official Back to the Future 4, if you're going to take a look at the story. It's a continuation of Back to the Future 3. So it is a point-and-click adventure, but it is in the style of, it's like 3D, so it's in the style of, I guess, not the same style as Grim Fandango, but that same kind of concept. So there's that. But who else have we raided? Who else have we not raided in a while? That's the real question. It'd be hilarious if there's somebody playing Subterranea right now. No, there isn't. There's not somebody, because I like to do that sometimes too, just look up who's playing what live. You know, we have not rated Somniata streams in a very long time. Let's do it. Let's raid Somni. Somniata streams as a VTuber who is essentially a penguin who hangs out and talks to you about games while he plays, but the whole spirit of the channel is very, like, academic, I guess, and it's very, like, informed. I feel like Somniata streams is one of my favorite places to go to ask for recommendations for games, and actually there is a community redeem for that. So let's go and surprise Somni. Go give them a follow if you can. Click the follow button on my channel if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next stream. If you're on YouTube, I will see you in the next part. Take care, and see you live again on Monday evening.